And welcome back to Let's Play The Legend of Zelda The Wind Waker HD 3 Heart Run. So quite a mouthful. Last time we finished the Jackaroo's Cavern, killed Goma. Yes, that is a Goma, even though it looks nothing like a Goma if you played Ocarina. And then we came back and made a slight detour to Windfall Island yet again. Off screen, I did get the Swift Sail through the auction. I will explain a better way to do the auction later. My method was sucky. The best way is actually to wait until the auction to get the gauge fairly well filled up, and then the auctioneer will declare that there are 5 seconds left. At which point, try to fill the gauge as fast as possible, mashing A, and then you can win no problem. I spent about 250 rupees on this. Apparently that's normal. What else? Off screen, I also got a photo, but the photo we need right away of the dude mailing a letter. In fact, that dude, because this guy walks so slowly, it would just take forever to actually show that yet again, because I messed it up the first time. Now there's a picture of this lady with someone else, which will be important in a little bit, but for now, let's go back and see what's his name. Lenzo, I think. Lenzo, get it? Okay. So, lock on and press R, or whatever button you have the camera mapped to, and present the photo. This is a finely snapped pictograph indeed. Now, they say love is blind, but what could he be thinking, mailing all these letters? I should not ridicule him, though, for he reminds me of what, too much information, dude. We must search for the town's most timid and cowardly resident. I intend to flog his spirit so as to lend him some backbone. This individual flinches and he jumps at even the slightest of surprises. I need you to capture the instant of pure fear on this individual's face in the pictograph. Wow, this guy is chatty. Okay, so where is the most cowardly resident in town, and how do we get him to react? Well, scaring the pants off of him. That's how we get a picture, because Link is a jerk. And if we haven't figured that out by now with him going around smashing pots for rupees and other stuff, then yeah, Link is kind of a jerk. So this is a milk bar. This is an E-rated game. Well, at least it was originally. Lately, I've been hearing that monsters from the Forsaken Fortress have been going around kidnapping girls for long years. I can't believe it. After all, 2 girls from Windfall have already been kidnapped. Poor Maggie and Mila. It just breaks my heart to think about those 2. Both of their fathers are desperate to find anyone who can rescue their poor little girls. What kind of world has this become? So much fear and suffering. Let's pick up this pot over here and just toss it and see what happens. Whoa, don't stare at me like that. Sheesh, I thought we were having an earthquake or something. I think that fits the bill. And so let's just run into the wall. I was gonna say, let's go back and see the dude. And no point in cutting because it's just here. I almost went to the wrong building as I said here. Yo, dog. I don't know if this is actually gonna qualify or not. Oh, okay. This is kind of the same thing. Cannot complain, young sir. You have passed in a most admirable manner. Say, innocent me, or is this chap quite the striking individual? Whoa. Again, TMI. Next is, at long last, my final command. Open your heart. And I forgot the line of the song. I don't even own Sonic Adventure, just a fun fact. They each steal a brief furtive glance of the other, but they suppress the longing in their hearts. Can't let this tragedy go on any longer. For the sake of the town and my own desire to help these 2 poor souls, aka his nosiness, blah blah blah. Okay, so the girl is in a fixed position, but as we've probably seen the guy walking around town quite a few times, and he walks slowly again. So I went ahead and took the picture anyway, just to speed up the process, so it wouldn't take an eon to actually do this game. Even I, who have lived even I, who have lived in this town for so many long years, did not realize in the slightest the extent of their they looked at each other, dude. This guy has an overactive imagination. No assistant of mine will be seen going around taking pictographs in monochrome, not in a million years. So here, allow me to present you with this pictobox. You got a deluxe pictobox, a gift from Lunzo, commemorating your becoming his assistant. It can take color pictographs. This is a big deal. In the original version, this was a longer side quest. You had to go and catch a firefly from somewhere else in the world in order to actually get a colored pictobox. This game, they just flat out give it to you because of the whole selfie integration and Miiverse integration. They basically made it one step shorter. So, unless I'm losing my mind, I think that's all we really need to do right now. So, hop in the boat, or just completely miss, and get in the boat. Okay, this is the regular sail, the green one, but if you tap A again, this is the swift sail. Regular sail, swift sail. Big difference. I see an island over there, I'm curious. To be honest, once you get to the next area, it's really easy to get to the, oh, he's gonna tell us, oh. Fooey on you, good sir. So yeah, this makes it what? I'm trying to go to Dragon Roost. Wait. Check map. What on this map? Say, so we need to go like I don't know what his problem is. So I'm getting completely turned around. That's what the problem is. I thought that was Dragon Roost, but actually I think that's Dragon Roost off and this is over there. Whoops. Trying something different by having the game volume lower. See if that actually works out better. Yeah, you remember, it wasn't that long ago actually. There's another island over there. It is actually not something they'll stop you over, but we don't need to do that because this is a 3-heart run. Sailing. Lots and lots of sailing. Yep, you gotta get used to it. I never minded because, I don't know, music's nice, the graphics are cool, so I never cared that this is most of the game. And, I wish I had the gamepad right next to me so I could check the map. Oh boy, I hope I'm going in the right direction. Says I'm going... trying to check the compass thing. Okay, I'm going kinda... okay, so I need to straighten out here. This is important later on. I'm going to take this opportunity to add it to the map because I tend to forget where this place is. So pressing X, press X again, and that mapped it to X. Because you can see X marks the spot. So lock onto the fish, then press the button you assign the bait to. More animals than just the fish will eat the bait. Or a small fry. Yeah, I've heard of, this is usual. He says the same thing every time. It's what comes after that's actually unique. So I'm not gonna read all that. Oh yeah, I got a treasure chart because the auction was giving me horrible RNG, random number generator, where it kept giving me a treasure chart over and over again. So I just bought it to thin out the amount of items that could be offered, because there are about 6 items that could be offered total. Great treasure. The thing is, everyone who's ever tried to get inside has just been blasted away by the great balls of fire that come shooting off the top. Well, to get inside, you gotta go find the island that's 1 square north and 4 squares west of here. That's where the power to freeze anything is hidden. Or they say, maybe it's not true, but it wouldn't hurt to look, Fry. That is actually a useless tip now. Here's why. In the original game, you had to actually feed him more bait. This game, if you go to the square and press X, he will tell you the tip. So that is so much simpler. Not that you will normally need to hear the hints more than once, but yes, we need to keep that fire island in mind for something at the very end of the game. Oops, I missed it. I think it's like here. I'm flat broke after that last auction, so I'm kind of wanting to stock up on rupees again. They're normally purple rupees. I think it's pretty consistent. And here's another thing, dynamic weather. That happens in this game, where it just turns, the seas will turn stormy if you want to be dramatic. What else can I talk about? But yeah, the sailing, again, this seems like it's taking a long time, but trust me, this is super nice compared to the original. And it might still seem pretty slow, but it is like twice as fast. So you might be able to see 2 little things off in the distance. That's our next destination. The next island is kind of 2 islands in 1, but there's a reason for that. See, after Twilight Princess, I think the next Zelda I played was Spirit Tracks, which I liked. I think it's underrated. The controls aren't as bad as everyone says. Because frankly, the only thing I didn't like was the dodge rolling, and you don't have to do that very much. It's like, when do you need to dodge in that game? The temple mechanic was cool, I thought. It kind of reminded me a bit of Majora's Mask, how you have to revisit areas and sort of memorize them and kind of do them faster. Yeah, so you not see what rises up on the horizon. That is where you must go, like Forest Haven. And they just automatically carry the rest of the way. It appears though this is but a great tree rising far above the ocean surface, but it's a sacred place. It is inside the— oh, I skipped it too fast. You must speak with the Deku Tree and receive from him the sacred gem known as Feyor's Pearl. Fear that Ganon's vile hand may have already reached this most sacred of sanctuaries. Go forth with caution, Link. That's actually kind of an intriguing point, because at the end of Ocarina of Time, during the Forest Temple, there's a cutscene in which a new Deku Tree is born. So, because this game is set after Ocarina of Time, I guess it could be assumed that this is the Deku Tree from that. Okay, these are seeds from the Deku Baba, which can be used for special potions later on. Magic potions, to be more specific. Hence, the reference to the creature's magic. There's actually a side quest involving the Picto Box, but it's super long and tedious, and I already botched it, quite frankly. So we're not gonna do that, sadly. It's like the Nintendo Gallery, I think is what it's called. It's a pain to actually 100% that quest, so I'm not going to. This game makes it a lot easier to tell if your pictographs actually are good or not. So that is one thing I what I prefer about this game. The old game, you just take a picture and hope it turns out well enough to be used. Okay, so inside the Forest Haven, which I have to assume is where Kokiri Forest was originally. Climb up here. Yeah, this is where you get a Firefly for the Picto Box in the GameCube version. Speaking of which, can you actually still catch them? I'm just curious. This is a huge waste of time. No, it doesn't look like you can even catch them anymore. Since you don't need a firefly anymore. That's the Great Deku Tree. And he has some problems. I think that's safe to say. Under attack by those, I think they're called Choo-Choos? I don't know. It's technically like an onomatopoeia, but in Japanese, but I don't know what that has to do with this game. I'm just gonna take a lot of damage because I don't care. And they give you hearts anyway. And lag. This version doesn't lag very much, but when it does, it lags a lot. It's basically because every time you hit an enemy, it does a little pause. So if you hit a lot of enemies in a row, it just looks like the game is lagging super horribly. But it's actually not lag, it's design. It's like New Super Mario Bros. U's multiplayer. How horrible that is because of all the pausing. This is all in Hylian, I can't read it, but he gets his act together in a moment. I must apologize, there was an error. I saw your clothing, and suddenly I felt a longing for an age gone by. That longing caused the ancient tongue to pass my lips. I'm the guardian spirit of the forest haven, the Deku Tree. I owe you my thanks for your aid in ridding me of those foul creatures. Tell me, was it not the King of the Lions, the boat who speaks, who led you to this place? Nod. So it is true. Then you have come here because you have need of the pearl of the goddess? See, I knew there was a reason the monsters had begun to congregate in the regions around my wood. Now I understand it. He has returned. Ganon has returned. In that case, we must make haste. Koroks. Gee, I wonder what that's referencing. Those are the Koroks. Of course, their name and also their location makes people believe that they're kind of like a highly, well, not highly evolved, but just an evolved version of the Kokiri. These are the Koroks, spirits of the forest. The Koroks took on human forms when they came to live on the sea. Okay, so I should have just read further instead of trying to explain that. So they are Kokiri. Just in tree form. There's Makar. What's the matter, Linder? You and Makar are always late. No, it's not that, oh great Deku Tree. Makar fell into the Forbidden Woods. What? Forbidden Woods? I don't been careful, but still Makar flew above the Forbidden Woods, and as he drew close to it, foolish little Makar. What? Look, you have heard all this. The Forbidden Woods are right beside the hallowed island of the Forest Haven. Gee, great planning. People cannot fly through the air. That's kind of what we went through all over the entire last area. So we get a new item before even starting the dungeon, which is always a good sign. Meaning you have no time to even adjust to any new items most of the time. Actually, this game does this a lot. This is the shortest 3D Zelda game, if I'm not mistaken. Majora's Mask is only 4 temples. So Majora's Mask, I think, is the shortest. This game has 5 temples? I think it's 5, which doesn't make... Okay, so it's not that much longer than Majora. I hope I didn't just run right past the Deku Leaf, because I think I've done that before. So these little things will like shoot Link up into the air, and if you hold forward, it will move you. Oh good, you can't miss it. Actually, I thought I was on the lower one. Got the Deku Leaf. I always map it to either X or Y. It's just something I do. Swordsman over here! Please, you must fly over there to here for using your Deku Leaf. Okay, so, equip. Again, it's so much easier if you're playing with the gamepad. land in here again, and once it fires at kind of the peak of it, you want to hit X or whatever button you map it to, and you can fly. And you can put it away with A, and then re-release it to buffer your landing. I forgot to talk to that guy. Gee, I wonder why that's called the Forbidden Woods. Okay, so there are wind gusts. Gee, I wonder what you should do with that. Let's see what this guy has to say. Congratulations, swordsman. It appears you've finally gotten the Deku Leaf. That eerie-looking island over there is home to the Forbidden Woods. Makar is trapped somewhere within there. You'll have to float over to the entrance from here using your Deku Leaf. But when you're flying with the Deku Leaf, you're at the mercy of the wind. Following the wind will blow in the right direction to carry you over there. Okay, so what you want to do is line yourself up with this little piece of land. And then pull out the Wind Waker, which in the AC version is one of the only times you'll actually have to pull out the Wind Waker, to be completely honest. And change it to southwest. Like so. This part isn't that important, you can glide over in one stroke. I think. Unless I'm totally misremembering. Yeah, okay, we're gonna make it. The green bar in the top left is the magic meter, which you can get a larger magic meter as always, but it's kind of a pain, to be honest. Nice job, swordsman. It looks like you've already mastered using the Deku Leaf. Replenishing magic power did it. The entrance to the Forbidden Woods is on a much higher level than the entrance to our forest haven. In order to get up to such a high place, you'll have to catch this swirling updraft. Blah blah blah. So change the wind again. I think we're facing it. So northwest this time. And the updraft is complicated because it is actually farther from the island than you might think. So you have to leap a little bit earlier than you would expect to actually get the maximum effect out of it. So about now is when I usually jump. This took me so many tries on my first go. It's not even funny. So now I've gotten the kind of routine there. So if you press X while using the Deku Leaf, you can actually stun enemies, but I missed. Drop down, and into the thing we go. This is the Forbidden Woods. Interior, I should specify, because we were already outside of it. That green thing is important. Oh yeah, the green ones are different from the red ones. I should explain. The green ones will hide, so you can only attack them when they pop up like that. So, something to keep in mind, not too difficult. They drop magic, I think, more than the red ones. Or magic. Yeah, this is like the intro to magic, I guess you could call it. Spin attacking is really good to clear out all the grass because there's a lot of it. So that thing closes when we approach it, and cutting the vines, they grow back. So we need another way around this. Come over here, and there's more of these punks. Oh, the spin attack is actually stronger, by the way. I should point that out. Spin attack, I think, does double damage. Yeah, because that kills them in one hit, and takes 2 with the regular sword. I don't know if it's an exact conversion. Yeah, but on the boss, Goma, I should have done spin attacks. So here's the dungeon map, super easy. But we still don't know how to get through here. Okay, there's this big round thing. It's decaying, so you have to hurry. Just toss it into that, and I didn't hit it. If you toss it too late, the thing closes up and you can't hit it. Like that. You have to hit it just right. It gets really annoying later on. Wow, this is taking a while. Okay, there we go. And that is the Kokiri symbol in front of the door. Oh yeah, these purple things also replenish your magic when you jump inside them. I don't remember if there's anything down there or not. I'm just gonna pretend like there isn't. Cause I don't remember. Okay, there's a bomb. That's new. You can trigger the bomb and just do that. Bombs will stun these guys and thus give you a bigger opportunity to actually attack them. And we can also use the bomb to destroy that. And you can get up there. I don't know if there's anything good up there. How the heck are you supposed to do it? Oh, okay, I remember. This is the same deal as the Dragon Roost. It's basically the same thing. I think it's a treasure chart that you need the power up of the dungeon to actually get. Can't do that yet, so you can actually use it as an attack if you just tap it on the ground. And I'm using it on the wrong one over here. And then it can be used on these switches to raise the platform. The other switch should take it the other direction, as expected. And in we go a little bit further. I think you have to kill one of these. Like, I mean, you literally have to. Let's see if I can guess right. I think they're a little tougher than in Ocarina. They take a couple more hits, but not that bad. Jump up here, and then I don't know where to go from here. Good, I guessed correctly. Spin that. This puzzle stinks, by the way. Activate that. Okay, that guy's annoying. We can't actually kill him yet, I don't think. Yeah, we can only kind of stun him. Oh wait, actually we can't. But there's an easier method coming up in a little bit. Oh, the platform moved. So what we want to do is pick this up. Drop it, don't throw it, drop it. And then, carry it to the other side. And you want to do that not in front of it, because then you lose it. Come over here. Wow, that was easy. There's a treasure down there. Okay, we got it. We got this. Red rupee, that was disappointing. Yeah, did they say these fill up your magic already? Because they do. You hear kind of a little sound, actually. Okay, so through this door, I have no clue. Oh, this is another kind of... This is a puzzle room, but you can bypass it if you know what to do. Because normally you can't approach it, so you have to, like, push it with the wind first. And this is the main room of the dungeon. It only took 4 rooms to get to the main room of the dungeon. Is there a shortcut? No, apparently not. Oh man, I want to cut it here. But I'm probably not going to be able to record anymore, so I'd kind of like to get to one of those, like, magic jars that, like, teleports you. So I wouldn't have to actually go all the way back over here. I think there is one nearby, so we're just going to go until then. Could be a long video, but, hey, it happens. Jump over here, and stuff up there. I'm not sure if we can get it yet. I think this introduces a new enemy type that stinks. Yep, these guys. I don't know what they're even called, but they suck. Spin attack, that's the best way to defeat them. They slow Link's movement if they latch onto him, so keep that in mind. Roll and jump. Oh, that was close. Didn't want to fall back down there and have to do that all over again. Yeah, I don't... Okay, here's how it is. I'm just gonna record longer than I thought I would. Next time on Link to the Past, next time on Wind Waker, we're gonna continue through this dungeon.